This video we'll be looking at how to use advanced features in creating assignments in Google Classroom. So in our previous video we had looked at how to create a simple assignment. In this video we'll be looking at how to create an assignment but how to add additional components such as the rubric and other attachments. So the procedure that we're going to use here, we're going to go to the option for classwork first. That's your classwork tab. And then we go to the option here for create and then assignment. So we have the option for title. We're going to go ahead and add our title here. So we have assignment. This could be assignment number 1, assignment number 2. Doesn't matter. You can give more details in terms of your assignment here. And this is kind of optional, but I could go ahead and add that there. Create a PowerPoint. All right, PowerPoint presentation. There we go. And then we have the option for adding, probably you could add something that guides the students in creating this assignment. And it could be handouts, file from your computer, it could be a link, something from Google Drive, etc. I'm going to go to YouTube here and I'm going to add a YouTube video, and we're going to search for, let's say, something on creating PowerPoint presentations, creating presentation in Google Slides. Okay, here we go. This one is 13 minutes. Okay, let's add that one. So once you search and you double click on the video that you selected, it will automatically be added to the attachment section there. And of course, you can allow them to create a presentation to explain how to use this particular feature. So I'm going to go to the create option here by clicking on create and then click on slides. Once I do that, Google Slides will open a blank presentation here. You can go ahead and add a star to that to make it important. And of course, this is already embedded within your Google Classroom. So the only thing I need to do here is to probably add the word assignment in the title by clicking right where you have untitled presentation. You can click inside there and you get the option now to rename. I'm just going to rename that as assignment number 2. All right. And here's the option that you have for sharing. It will now become available to all the students in your class, in this case 1, and you can go ahead and do that and it will be shared with your students there. All right, so once that is done, you can go ahead and click OK, and that's pretty much it. Your presentation is already set, and you can go ahead here and choose the option for whether you want the students to just view the file, if it is just a handout, whether you want them to edit it, and you have the option to make a copy for each student as well. Okay, so you can choose any one of this option depending on what the specific objective is that you are working with. In this case, I just have 1 student, so it doesn't really matter if I choose this or this. But if you have multiple students, you can go ahead and, if you want this to be an individual effort, they're working on something, you can go ahead and make a copy for each student. All right. And of course, when my screen is refreshed, I think this should change because I did. Let me just refresh my screen there, go back into assignment 2. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna go back here to edit. And so I just refreshed my page because I wanted to see if the assignment name that I changed here in the Google slide actually reflected in my Google Classroom page, and so it did. Let me go back to assignment number 2, and I'm going to click on the option here and go to the option for edit. And once I do that, I'm back inside there. Now, we're going to be showing you once again how to change the number of points. And also, if you don't want this to be graded, you can select ungraded there. We can change the due date as well, or create a due date. Okay, we can create a due date for this assignment and also a time as well. Okay, you have the option to change the time if you want to, so I can just change that. Okay, and in addition to that, you also can add a topic. You can create a topic. So if this is a topic, you have a unit or something, you could probably have unit 1, creating a presentation or something. All right. You also have the option for scheduling. I'm going to come back to the rubric here, but if you go to the top section where you have assign, you click on the drop down arrow here, it says assign, and then you have the option for schedule, and we're going to click on the option for schedule because that allows um, your assignment to be displayed or shared or published to the students at a particular time. So if you want them to have probably 1 week to do this assignment, so you want this assignment and you want to make it available at a particular time, you can go ahead and use this option. So I'm just going to select the date here and the time and click on schedule. All right. So, okay, wonderful. So you also have the option to order your assignment. So this is a unique option. This is pretty cool. And so yeah, here we have the topic that we just created, which is Unit 1, creating a presentation, and that will appear at the top of your page just as you're seeing here. And if I want to edit this assignment, I can choose the option at the bottom here to edit, or go back here and select, in this case, this is renaming the unit or deleting the unit, etc. But I'm just going to edit the assignment here at the bottom left. So I'm going to click on edit assignment, go back in there. I'm going to go to the option for rubric because I want you to see how this option is related. So you can create a rubric. If you have already an existing rubric, you can also use that. You can import, you have the option to import from Google Sheets as well. So if you are familiar with all the Google apps, or most of them, you get a chance to integrate, do a lot of integration here with those apps. So I'm going to select the option to create rubric, and you can see here that this will allow you to evaluate the students' work as well as different performance levels, right? And the students will also get a copy of this as well. So you have the option for doing that. You can set up the point system here depending on the number of points for different criteria that you add. So if, for example, you need a number of slides to be something, maybe you could have something like content, right? You have content there. You also have the option here to duplicate the criterion if you want to, and the number of points you can add here. So this could be maybe 5 points for criterion content, and you can add additional criterion if you so desire, right? And for each of them, you can add a description, etc. All right, so once you are finished setting this up, you can go ahead and click on the Save button or Save option, and that will automatically save everything to this particular assignment. Okay, so this is pretty much it for this video. We have looked at how to create an assignment, add your instruction, add a attachment, also include your scheduling, and also create a rubric as well as set up your due date or deadline and creating a topic for this particular assignment. We've also looked at making this assignment available to every student, a copy available to every student. And so I hope that this video helped you in some way, and if it does, we're going to ask you to subscribe and like the video, comment, share, and we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching.